I'm just a mom over 40 looking for a place to do video that is not loud in my house at this time of night so I can keep up with my 100-day challenge. And so here we are on my bed because I don't feel like hanging out in my closet today. And the TV's on out in the family room, and there's kids and grandkid one everywhere. So, um, I guess what I'm gonna talk about briefly right here is I am passionate about using the things I have struggled with in my life and the things that have interested me in helping other people, to live their best life possible. So I want to share with you a quote today. And this quote helped me so much over the last several years. And I've mentioned it before, but you may or may not have seen those videos. If it was even here or on TikTok or wherever, I don't know. But the quote I want you to remember is, people don't do things to you, they do things for themselves. Um, this has just really helped me a lot when you have these haters and mean people, because they are freaking everywhere. But they're not doing it to me. Like the Christians that come on my in my comments section sometimes, which some of them have been paused, some of them have just been completely blocked off because they're not my focus. But their comments aren't to me. Their comments are specifically being done for themselves. They're doing what they need to do, what they need to say in order to have peace in their hearts over what they believe. And that's what their conscience, or they would say it's the Holy Spirit, which I see that as their inner guidance system, how it's been trained. It's telling them what to do. It's telling them they have to do this in order to have peace in their hearts. And so they're doing it. That's exactly why all of us do everything that we do. If you're an ex-Christian, ex-religious person deconstructing, I want you to remember that people don't. The dog just came in my room. Just a minute. All right. Goodness, even the dogs interrupt these days. So if you are ex-Christian, ex-evangelical, ex-JW, ex any sort of religious person, I want you to remember, people don't do things to you, they do things for themselves. This is a quote that has resonated so much with me over the past, I don't know, 5-ish or so years. My dog's distracting me. I'm ADHD. it, it really helps me. So like, people don't do things to me, they do things for themselves. So the people that come in my comment section when I make videos like this, which I've got the comments turned off right now as to not be a distraction, um, but when they come into my comment section to make comments about Bible verses and how I was never a true Christian, how I'm going to hell, that's not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them. That's a projection from what they believe. They are saying those things to me for themselves, because they call it the Holy Spirit. You can call it whatever you want. Like, it's telling them that if they don't do those things, they're feeling an angst and anxiety that if they don't say those things to me, then they're not going to feel okay. And so they're doing it for themselves. Anything that I do or put out there in the world is primarily for myself. Yes, I'm making this video to help other people that have been where I'm at. I'm making this video for myself because I feel in my heart that this is what I really need to do. And it's for whoever it resonates with. If you're a Christian, it's not going to resonate with you. It's not for you. Um, but for those of you who are in my shoes, have been in my shoes, are kind of messing or kind of stumbling around in your faith, it's so much easier to just dismiss the comments and to just let it all be okay when you realize what they're saying to me has nothing to do with me. What they're saying to you has nothing to do with you, unless you want it to. You can make it about you. It has everything to do with what they believe they are supposed to do, and they're doing what they can to have peace in their hearts. If you think about your day, the things that you really do it for you. You do it because you're obeying your inner guidance system, your gut, the inner voice. If you're still Christian, Holy Spirit. You're like, it's all the same. It just has different names. Um but you're doing what you do to have peace within yourself. And yes, there can be other reasons that you're doing it too, but it's primarily because, oh, this is what I believe I'm supposed to do in this moment at this time. And the fact that what I believe I'm supposed to do in this moment at this time resonates and helps some of y'all out there in YouTube land, whatever we want to call it, out in the rest of the world, it helps you to heal because you found somebody that, oh, that clicks with me, that resonates with me, and it makes something make sense to you and helps you get one step further. Like doing what we're supposed to do, following our inner guidance system, also has a positive or a negative effect on others along the way. But when it comes to a negative effect, if you can just remember that person's bullshit, it's all about them. They're projecting onto me. It's their stuff that they're doing. They're doing it for them. It's not necessarily to me. If they're attacking me, it's not about me. It's all about them. I can keep going. They are an NPC in my game world. Like, they don't even technically exist to me. That's another thing that's really helped me is approaching life as if it's a game. I've mentioned that a little bit before. Like those players, those haters in the comments, they're NPCs. They don't what they say does not matter. It's just like, I don't know, it's a glitch in the system. It's people coming on trying to throw you off, but it doesn't have to. It's like life is just such a huge mind game. If you can take those thoughts captive, like you were taught when you were a Christian, you can take those thoughts captive and make them obedient to yourself. Make them harness them, make them do what you want them to do. Then life becomes a little bit easier. Actually, life becomes a lot easier because you're able to trudge through all the shit that people throw at you, and it doesn't really matter. It matters if you make it matter. But when you can just rise above it, see around it, step on it to get out, y'all got this. My ADHD brain is going in circles, but I made my video for today. And if you like my content, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and I'll just keep trudging ahead on this 100-day challenge. It's getting a little easier, but some days my brain is just like, ah. Anyway, bye, y'all.